Hello everyone, welcome back to another weekly savings challenge and dividend portfolio update. Before I start the video, I would like to apologize if you hear any loud tapping sounds in the background throughout the video. It is currently pouring outside. I think we all can agree that 2020 has been rough so far, and it does feel nice to receive some good news here and there. I am glad Americans voted for the candidate who acknowledged climate change. Their brand new and shiny administration might not be able to reverse the impact, but at least they have a plan to cushion it. Climate change will impact everyone and not just Americans. It is also empowering to witness with my own eyes that more women of colors are breaking glass ceilings. I hope more women out there are inspired by these events, realize their potentials and never settle for less. What a time to be alive. I am grateful for all the ups and downs of 2020. Now let's move on to the video. The first thing in our agenda for today is to generate this week's savings amount. After that, we will take a look at how my trading 212 dividend portfolio performed last week. Lastly, we will run the dividend script and see whether there are any ex-dividend dates that we can take advantage of next week. If you are only interested in certain parts of the video, I have prepared the timestamps in the description box below. Feel free to skip to your preferred sections. Let's start our agenda with the 52-week savings challenge. Let's type in the random between 1 to 13 formula here and see what random number we will get. Okay, this week I have to set aside 4 ringgit. In total so far, I have saved 14 ringgit in November. Now, let's move on to the Trading 212 dividend portfolio update. The dividends were pouring in last week. It started with 5 cents from LTC Properties on Tuesday, followed by 4 cents from JP Morgan, 7 cents from AT&T, and 3 cents from Verizon on Wednesday. On Thursday, I deposited another $5 and only bought a small fraction of Pfizer to take advantage of the ex-dividend date because the price per share is quite high now. I also bought a fraction of Realty Income to make up for my silly mistake and also because the price was still below the $60 benchmark. I then spent the rest of the free funds on LTC Properties and Main Street Capital. I have received $1 worth of dividends so far. That is 4 ringgit something. Back in uni, I can get a balanced meal from economy rice stalls with only 4 ringgit. I can get more if I decided to go vegetarian that day. That's the beauty of my Malaysia. But of course, this is the pre-tax amount. My portfolio closed at 115.92 USD last week, down by 2.78%. That's not bad at all. My losses are mainly because of my holdings in BP and also Vodafone. I have seen many others in the Financial Independence Retire Early community, or also known as FIRE Movement community, have started making positive gains again, especially those that are investing in Bitcoins. My holdings in AppV that have been in the red since September suddenly shoot up by 10% on Wednesday. Last week was crazy. My biggest winner last week was Duke Energy, up by 12.67%, followed by Moderna, which was up by 10.95%. My biggest losers are still BP PLC, which was down by 31.05%, and Vodafone Group, which was down by 12.85%. Please take note that anything mentioned in this video is not a financial advice and my videos are for entertainment purposes only. Please seek professional advice from certified advisors before starting to invest your hard-earned money. Every investment has its own risks, especially in this uncertain time. Now, let's move on to our last agenda. Let's see which company has an ex-dividend date next week. Let me reset this real quick and click on Dividends Tools and then Get Incoming Dividends. I will link the video tutorials on how to come up with this dividend tracker on the top right corner if you guys are interested and want to track dividends from your favorite companies. A fellow YouTuber came up with this amazing tracker, so head on to his channel and show some support. Okay, it's done. Let me alter the formatting here to make the spreadsheet neater and checking out the calendar to see the dates next week. Okay, next week, Main Street Capital and Realty Income will be paying their dividends on Friday the 13th. But I will only be receiving these amounts on the following week, as Trading 212 will usually take a couple of business days to process the dividends. As for the ex-dividend dates, we still have time to invest more in Duke Energy and GlaxoSmithKline next week. I think I will just invest the minimum amount into Duke Energy, as the price per share is quite high and I am earning more in capital appreciation. I will also put the minimum amount required for my healthcare pie, so I can invest in both GSK and Johnson & Johnson in one go. Johnson & Johnson's ex-dividend date will also be approaching pretty soon. I think that is all for today's video. Don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Be safe and take care.